And also your insurance is going to increase too, right? With the more people that you bring on. So those are all things that you should factor into your pricing, but it's not super hard. I don't think it's super hard.
So it's always so you kind of learned by trial and error, but it didn't take you long to kind of figure it out. You kind of figured out what you're going to pay someone, put in profit, and then have some room for unexpected things like maybe having to buy a vacuum or whatever it might be to look after that account.
Correct. And I would also really get to know the owner or the manager of the property that we were dealing with to see how, I guess, for a lack of terms, how well their business is doing, because that's going to determine whether or not they'll accept a higher bid. And
Yeah.
so, so like if they're doing very well, which I had a lot of clients in Ohio that did very well, we would charge those clients more because they could afford it. And then we would just provide them a better, I wouldn't say that we provided them a better service than the clients who paid less, but they became sort of like the crown jewels to the company, because like, okay, we can charge them more, which means that we have more profits and we can reinvest in the business. We can pay people a little bit more. We can have more steady work, have opportunities for growth. And so I think that that's a little more difficult because you have to be able to, you can't just ask somebody, hey, what's your financials?
Yeah.
You got to kind of get a feel for their business, what industry they're in, and how much money they're willing to spend to keep the place clean.
Now, so I want to kind of backtrack a little bit because I asked that question ahead of time. You talked about the the calling and then the following up, which we know that's really one of the major challenges for people in salespeople in particular. Whether or not you're wearing the entrepreneur owner salesperson hat as well. So when you say you follow up with them and you do, it's not always just business. Maybe you send something funny or what have you. What kind of tools, if any, do you use? Are you just sitting there and just emailing from your Gmail or Outlook account on a regular basis, or do you have a MailChimp, or how does that look? And what's been successful for you as far as tools, if any?
So pretty much what I'll do is a few different things. I try to always get a number to text. I try to always get a number to text from a point of contact.
Yeah.
And that's a real good way to just send out something, whether it be a funny meme, whether it be an interesting article. It can be totally irrelevant to cleaning and what they are in contact with you for. And email is also a good thing. I have never I have used them in jobs, but I've never done it myself. Setting up like drip campaigns with MailChimp or other like HubSpot